Hello friends at home. In this video I will be doing today's math lesson with you. We are here in the classroom with your face-to-face friends. Everyone say hello. Hi. And we are on page 269 at the top. It says lesson 7-6 and we are going to be comparing numbers today. So at the top of page 269 it says John, Paul, and Matt each picked berries over 2 days. Okay, so they went berry picking 2 days in a row. And so we have this chart here, and the chart tells us each of their names, John, Paul, and Matt, Victoria. And then it tells us how many berries they each picked on the first day. Sorry, friends at home, I have a friend in the classroom who I'm waiting on. Okay. And then this column tells us how many berries they picked on the second day. And it says, compare each boy's daily number of berries picked. To compare two-digit numbers, we're going to look at the number in the tens place first. Okay? Then we'll look at the numbers in the ones place. So looking at John's numbers, I'm going to move this up here. John has 53 on the first day and 47 on the second day. So if we look at the tens place first, and they've made them red here for us so they kind of pop out of the page, we can see that 5 is more than 4. Yes? Yes? Yes. So if 5 is more than 4, we know that he picked more berries on the first day because 50 is more than 40. So we can compare by looking at the tens place first. Austin, what do you need?
After this lesson, could you put down the window because I'm pretty hot.
Sure. All right. Now, let's look at Paul's 2 days worth of berry picking. It says on the first day, Paul picked 21 berries, and on the second day, he picked 25. Now, if we look at our tens place first, we run into a little bit of a problem. If we're comparing them, both of Paul's days he picked in the 20s. So if we're comparing these numbers, they're both in the 20s. So now, because our tens are the same, we'll go to the ones. Just like when we're doing ABC order, and if we get two words that start with the same letter, we have to go to the second letter to compare them. It's the same with our numbers. We start with the tens. If the tens are the same, we go to the next number. And so in this case, now we're looking at a 1 and a 5. So Dominic, which is bigger, a 1 or a 5? 5. A 5. So we know that Paul picked more berries on his second day. Now let's look at Matt. If we look at the tens place, he has a 3 on the first day and a 3 on the second day. So now we have to go to the ones place to figure out which one has more. And when we get to the ones place, Landon, I see he has a 4 on the first day and a 4 on the second day. So which day did he pick more berries, Landon? Both days he picked the same. They're equal. So here, excuse me, if we look down at the bottom, we can see our Allie the alligator. Here, she's eating the 53 because the 53 is bigger than 47. Here, she's eating the 25 because 25 is bigger than 21. And here we have the equal sign because they are both equal or the same. Okay? So that's what we'll be doing today, is looking at two-digit numbers and comparing them. So if you turn the page now to 270, looking at number 1, I have 98 and 98. And they want us to either write the less than Allie, the equal sign, or the greater than Allie. So 98 and 98, they told us they are equal. They are the same. So you can go ahead and trace the equal sign. Now let's look at number 2. I have the number 75 and the number 56. So to compare them, I start by looking at my tens. The one that has more tens will be the bigger number. So Brooklyn, which number has more tens? 75 or 56? 75. So I'm going to draw the greater than Allie. I'm going to draw Allie eating the 75. And in case you don't remember, why am I calling her Allie? When I draw her, when I'm first teaching her, I like to give her an eye and some teeth. And we call her Allie the alligator. Okay, and Allie always likes to eat the bigger number. So her mouth should always be open toward the bigger number. So here's Allie eating the 75. All right, let's take a look now at number 3. I start by looking at my tens place sage. Here I have 1 10 and here I have 3 10s. So which of those is the bigger number? 35. So I'm going to draw Allie this way, eating the 35. Now to read that sentence, it says 17 is less than 35. Okay, this one says 75 is greater than 56. I used to get confused when I was younger about which one means less than, which one means greater than. Don't think about it that way. Think about whichever one Allie is eating is the greater number. Okay? Now, Isaac, let's look at number 4, okay? Here, we start with the tens place, right? We have a 5 in that tens place, so that's 50. And here we have a 6 in that tens place. So, Isaac, which one has more tens? 62. So we know that 62 is the greater number. So we're going to draw our Allie eating the 62. Your page is different? You might be on the wrong page. I'm on 270. All right. Let's look now at number 5. It says Omar scores 23 points. I'm going to put that 23 right here, just off to the side. Nathan scores 34 points. I'm going to put that 34 right here, off to the side. It says compare the scores. Who scores the greater number of points? And tell how you know. So which one is greater? Let's look at the tens. Here I have 2 10s. Here I have 3 10s. Which one is the bigger or the greater number, Chase?
Oh, that was my dad's name.
Omar is your dad's name. So which one is bigger, 23 or 34?
34.
34. So we're going to make Allie eating the 34. Now, down here, they put the 34 on this side. So now Allie needs to go that way. Do you see how I flip-flopped them? Allie always eats the bigger number. So the one who scored 34 points, right here, Nathan, scored the greater number of points. So on this line, we're going to write Nathan. Capital N, because it's the first letter of his name. A, T, H, A, N. Nathan scores a greater number of points, and then it says compare the digits in the, were we comparing the tens or the ones when we compared the 2 and the 3? Were those tens or ones? Drew? Tens. So on this line, we'll write tens. T-E-N-S. Remember, we always start with the tens. If the tens are the same, then we go to the ones. Okay? So now let's skip the write about it and let's go on to page 271. The top is just a review. Again, they're showing us, look at the tens. If the tens are the same, go to the ones. And if the tens and ones are the same, we know they're equal. So let's look down at the more practice part. It says, look at each model, compare, and write less than, equal to, or greater than. So let's have Jacob look at number 1. Here I have 1, 2, 3 10s and 3 1s, so 33. Here I have 1, 2, 2 10s and 1, 2, 3, 4 1s. So if I start by comparing my 10s, which one has more 10s, Jacob, 33 or 24? 33. So I should draw Allie eating the 33. All right, let's go on now to number 2. For the first number, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 10s and 1 1. For the second number, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 10s and no 1s. So we start by looking at our tens, Johnny. Which one has a greater number of tens? 60. So you should draw Allie eating the 60. Give me a thumbs up if this feels pretty easy to you. Excellent. Remember, easy means we're good at it, and it's important because as the numbers get harder, it'll become a little more tricky, so we want to make sure we've got it down. All right, let's take a look at number 1. Connor, I'm going to start by looking at my tens. Here I have an 8 and an 8. So which one's the bigger number? Oh, they're the same. So what do I have to do? Go to the ones. Now I have a 5 and a 5. They're equal. So in that circle there, put the equal sign. 85 is equal to or the same as 85. 272, Victoria. 272 at the top. Okay, and let's look at number 2, Victoria. I have 91 and 19. So I'm going to look at the tens place first. So I have 9 tens in this number, and I have 1 10 in that number. So Victoria, which one is the bigger number?
91.
91. So let's draw Allie eating the 91. Okay? Now, let's look down here, Johnny, at number 3. So if I look at the tens place first, here I have 1 10 and here I have 3 10s. So which is the bigger number, Johnny? 30. So we'll draw Allie eating the 30. Excellent. And number 4, Drew, I have 64 and 68. So I start by looking at my tens. I have 6 10s and 6 10s. They're the same. So I have to go to my ones. Don't just say equal, right? Just because my tens are the same, I have to check my ones. So don't just throw your equal sign in there and call it good. Go to the next number. Now I have 4 ones and 8 ones. So which one has more?
68.
68. Good job. So go ahead and draw Allie eating the 68. My tens were the same, but I had a different number of ones. So before you just pop your equal sign in there, remember, look at your tens. If they're the same, then look at your ones. If they're the same, it's equal. But if they're different, then Allie eats the bigger number. Okay? Let's do one more problem solving, and then we'll be all done with math for today. Number 5 says, Daniela skips 17 times. I'm going to put my 17 here. And Lauren skips 24 times. I'm going to put a 24 here. Compare the numbers of skips. Okay, so here I have 1 10 and here I have 2 10s. So which one is greater, Austin? 1 10 or 2 10s? What's that? 2 10s. So I'm going to eat the 24. So down here, I have to make sure that I'm going the other way, eating the 24. So 24 was bigger. That means that Lauren skips a greater number of times. So on the line, let's write Lauren. That's an uppercase L, A, U, R, E, N. Lauren skips a greater number of times. Compare the digits in the, and we compared the digits in the tens place. So on the line, write tens. Okay? All right, boys and girls at home, I hope that this was easy peasy for you as it was for us here in the classroom, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye!